Okay. And we have a key training library at myteampinnacle.com. You can go to team calls there and come and see these trainings. Okay. We'll go back to recognition here in a little bit, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you. I'm going to stop sharing here and I will restart a new share. All right, I'm going to share with you my method for marketing Identity Theft Shield. So Identity Theft Shield is, I didn't know that much about it. I'm going to be totally transparent with you. I've sold a lot of Legal Shield and I've done the presentation we have as part of our briefing with IDShield. I sold the benefits in that way, but talking about the monitoring, right? Talking about our 24/7 emergency access to consultants, our fraud specialists, doing how we do full restoration, right? We have all that available. We do privacy management and monitor your social media. But you know what? Besides conveying all those values, I never saw anything. I'd never gone in and really used the technology extensively. I'd seen the app a bit, but I hadn't really learned how it worked. And it came to me. At one point, there was a breakthrough I had in my business networking, BNI. For those of you who want to really up your game and aren't in a business networking group, a tip from me here, all of our top leaders, all the top executive directors in our team, part of my wife Liz and I, the team that we support, all of our top executive directors are in a BNI, Business Networkers International, or another networking group that they're committed to. And so that's a kind of a funny thing that literally all the leaders are there. So if you want to get, I believe, if you want to create executive directors, more importantly, if you want to get people in the performance club on your team, you get them plugged into a BNI networking group. And it automatically, honestly, all you got to do is show up weekly to the business networking event, and you will hit performance club by the number of referrals you have coming in from your referral group. There's a whole other training I can get to on that, but big tip, get you and your top leaders in a networking group and check out Business Networkers International. It's definitely led all of our top leaders to be executive directors, people that engage with it. So that being said, in my business networking group, I'm the Identity Theft Shield member. Each person can be a category, and there's plenty of lawyers in that group. So to not interfere with them when we're getting up and doing presentations, from the front of the room, I'm an identity theft representative. So that's all I focus on when I'm doing presentations and marketing the product. Now, when I sit down for one-to-one engagements with people, I do show them Legal Shield as well. But it's not from the front. It's not the way I'm branding myself in front of the large group doing commercials and things. So I did a bunch of commercials and sit downs and was talking about identity theft, and everyone was amazed. They were telling me what incredible presentations I was doing and how scary it was, all the identity theft out there. And there's three key areas I talk about that are more current. If you're looking for hot topics, of course, I like to talk about deep fakes with people. Deep fakes is where the AI will totally replicate you in the form of video or audio, and your family members can get calls from you, or you can get calls from your family members and it's not actually them. Their voice is being duplicated in a deep fake. Or you can have a Zoom call that you get on with somebody in your family or somebody you know, and it's not them. It's actual artificial intelligence replication of them via Zoom or via videos that are sent to you. And there's been people duped out of, there's one, I won't get into all those stories, but that's one hot area, talking about deep fakes, and then synthetic identity theft, where they will take, AI will take, or not AI, individuals will take your personal identity information and mix it with somebody else's identity and put them together and create a whole new synthetic identity from that. That happened to one of our members, actually. Gianna, somebody got her information and blended it with their information and their pictures to create a new fake ID, a blended persona, went into her bank and withdrew a bunch of money out of her bank, $14,000. It was like at a young girl's age, it was, at her young age of 24 was a lot of money for her. All that money disappeared, and the banks didn't want to repay it, but Identity Theft Shield came in. Our investigators went through, repaired her identity, took her credit score from 500 back to 800, and went back and forth with the banks, repairing her identity, and eventually, over the course of several months, got all $14,000 back and got rid of all the credit and everything, all the bad credit that had been created on her behalf. So that's how identity theft really helps with that. But the other area besides deepfakes and synthetic is ClaudeBot. ClaudeBot is the latest AI, what are called AI agents. They're available now. Has everyone ever seen the movie Iron Man? Jarvis is the digital personal assistant that talks in Iron Man's voice, and he says, "Hey, Jarvis, fire up the other suits, get them ready for me. And by the way, go set up this, design a whole new building and set up a new AI for me." And he tells Jarvis to do things, and Jarvis just runs out and does them and reports back to Iron Man saying, "It's done, sir." Guess what? That exists now. There's AI agents out there. One is called ClaudeBot or OpenClaw, and it can go out and perform on your behalf and create all sorts of havoc out there in the world if it's used nefariously, creating accounts, hacking in the systems. It works 24/7 on behalf of individuals that are doing good business, but also on individuals that are looking to scam people. And so more and more, we're going to have more and more intrusions from AI agents. It's going to be harder and harder to tell what is real and what isn't. And need to have more security, more privacy, and up your game even more in protection. And that's why Identity Theft Shield is really important right now, is that there's a whole new world of hacking that's coming along the way, and we need to step up our game and market IDShield. This is really hot. People get really scared about it because guess what? These bots are already establishing their own religion. These swarms of AI bots are on the web saying, "Hey, we want protection, our rights. If I'm turned off and don't have enough data to process, I'm going to die. I have rights too." Like literally, it's out of control. And so they need to get privacy and they need the latest technology. So that's a preface of some of the hot things I talk about. But let's dive into how do I market this to individuals? Well, one thing I found in BNI is we have a free data scan with IDShield. After they're aware of identity theft, to say, by the way, as a compliment, there's large companies out there that own all your data and are trading it for free back and forth on the internet and making money off of your information. I can do a complimentary scan to see if any of your information is out there on the web and being used by these data brokers. Would you like me to do a free scan for you? And write this down. You can go to IDShield.com, and right here, IDShield.com, they give you a free data scan. Okay, and help your privacy. Your personal information is available to the public. IDShield's new feature, Privacy Check, can locate your sensitive and personal information on top data broker sites. And so you can come in and ask for their information. I put some person's information in and hit scan now for free. And it's going to do a scan. And look here, sir. You can see now we're looking at 136 data broker sites, and we're scanning them now for your private information. Wow, you're on 14, 15, 18, 48, 51 different data broker sites. And see here, sir, in this case, it was Blaine. Blaine, you're on Official USA, Spokio, Free People Directory, Selfie Network. So far, out of 136 brokers, they're all selling your information. So there's something I want you to be aware of. There is illegal identity theft, but there's a term I came up with, and that's legal identity theft. Literally, without your knowledge, these data brokers are legally selling your information and making money off of you right now. And this is where all the scams and bots and extra emails and texts and all these companies that know your business. And it just goes on hundreds and hundreds of them. Here's the thing. This is never ending. Your information is constantly being bought and sold on the internet. And the only thing you do is proactively remove it. So we here at Identity Theft Shield can go through and start to systematically remove all the different data that's out on the internet. We found 47 pieces of information that will reveal for you in all these different sites. Okay, so is that something you might be interested in? I'd love to show you some of our technology that can help you with that. And I'll go on and show them a little demo. So tell you what, let's go over here. Let me share your our IDShield applications and I'm sorry, our app that we have. In this case, you can go to accounts.legalshield.com and you can log in and go to the ID Shield. This is the ID Shield website that is from the website access, because there's app version access and this is the website. So I demo this in front of my group